Alright, here we go. So this is, I guess it's it. Middle stages of this free roll. 15 big blinds. However, I have more than average. It shows you what type of tournament it is, but here in Washington State, that's pretty much what to go with. Had a slightly bigger stack a minute ago, but this guy, well actually he's gone. There's a guy here named Duguide. Hero called me with a 10 and a Queen King high board. So definitely making note of that. It's a really good price here to call 500 to win 3,000 as it turns out. But with this hand, I'm just going to throw it away and preserve my fold equity. And if there's a raise, then hey, I saved myself 500 chips. Would have made a pair here, but ain't no thing. As Jay Carver says, I'm going to try not to steal too many of his expressions. It looks like my deuce is the best hand here a lot of the time. Or not. Huh. Well, not anymore for sure. Let's see what they're going to show off. If there's a showdown. No showdown. Well, nice hand, sir. On the button. Favorite hand of Gypsy team. Preferred suited, of course. This guy has been pretty tight. I think I can try to open and pick up the blinds here. It's a lot, but it doesn't have to work too often. And if he calls, well, if he shoves, then it's a whole other story. Good thing I just min raised. And knowing that he has been pretty tight, even if I had something slightly better here, we tried. We tried. Wow, it's like the first hand he played in I don't know how many orbits. So, wakes up with the hand, not much we can do. Still have 12 bigs here, and do some work. Slightly below average now. 180 people remaining. Top 10 gets paid. Yes, crazy as that sounds. If he folds around to me, I think the correct play here is a shove. In most situations. Yeah, let's give it a shot. If I get hero called here with a bad ace, so be it. There's just too many chips in the middle. Fair race. Fair race. King is a good card for me. Please hold. And it does. GG. Let's see, what did he call? 10 queen? Yeah, so I got it in good. Against a short stack. Gets me a little bit healthier. Allows me to fold out some hands without having to shove. Pretty good. It's nice when when you make the correct move and end up winning the money or the chips, as the case may be. Let's see here. Like is double all in and called 3-way all in. Oh my! King Queen might do some work here. Just a 10. 10 dealer? Yep, there it is. Bink! And I need a bink belt for this one. Wow. That's pretty huge. Not gonna say anything in the chat. Yeah. Enough said there. I think I'm just gonna min raise here. I've been min raising. No need to change it up. Pretty powerful hand on the button. Most likely to go three-way on this flop. And this guy favors King Queen flash 13. Not the best of flops, but as J Cover says, there is going to be a lot more aces for me as the pre-flop raiser, so I don't have to bet much here. Just bet 2,000 and try to pick it up. And all the bad aces, of course, are calling, even raising me. But if there's no aces here, these guys have a hand like 10 jack or something like that. They're just going to fold out. So that's a nice pickup for me. It gets me over 20,000. Now this table fills up. Close to 23,000. There's no antes in this tournament, so having picked up those chips, I'm like 1.5 times the average. So it buys me some time. Certainly can't fold into the money. It's not that kind of tournament. I mean, I currently have 23 big blinds, but in like 3 minutes, I won't even have that much. And there's going to be a lot of eliminations. Looks like Ace 10 is going to be victorious here. Picks up a nice stack. And this guy, Skits, has been pretty tight. And I think 3 is a fold here. With no small blind, no antes, nothing really to contest for. This is a good note. Let's see that hand again that was just played. Yeah, and they got it in pre-flop? Yeah, pre-flop. Yeah, it makes sense. With these stacks, it makes a lot of sense. Well, let's get up to, I don't know, like, I think I can make it to like 115, maybe. Maybe. Hold. Sorry, guys. Be right back, getting some water. Alright, did I miss anything? Oh, just flopping. Quite possibly the best hand. Let's take a look. Okay, best hand no longer. Where's a 5 ball when you need one? Alright. Certainly still reeling in a good way from a huge looks like a runitup warrior here. Had a lot of raise. Whole lot of raise, yeah. But yeah, that was quite the comeback today at CenturyLink Field. And Seattle's going to the Super Bowl second year in a row. Go figure. I thought for sure we won't be, making it there to try to defend. If this is limped or completed, oh, it's folded even better. I mean, I could try to attack it, but this guy pretty much covers me, so I'll just check here. Start here with check. And he takes a stab. I mean, you can have anything. Probably not a draw. Probably like a jack of some sort. I mean, I just have nothing going for me, so no need to contest. Check raising would have been a fun play, but it's hard to get these guys to fold sometimes on HogWild. So I want to have a little bit more equity when I'm trying, something slightly fancier. And this hand here on the small blind is certainly a good hand to go to war with. When the chip leader limps, I actually like a complete here to, conceal the strength of my hand. And then I check here, of course, because I have a backdoor flush draw, top pair, top kicker. Go for a check raise. Make it like 2,500. Disguise it as fancy play. 2,500. Let's make it 2,400 for the stoners. I'm gonna come along, look for another. I think I can bet here again, but 2,400 again. Calls. Hopefully he didn't have a 6. I'll just check call here. Oh, he ain't betting though. Well, maybe I missed a bet on the end there. He might have. I just, like these guys get so stubborn with 6s sometimes, And like, he decides to, look at this. A limp for half his stack. Very interesting. I think it's a good idea to just isolate here. He's very likely to call. And if he calls, then it's just a cold deck. What are you going to do? This guy looks like it's easier to beat him post-flop. But I just don't think... Wow, is he really going to fold? God. Alright, well. It's just like a limper's tax. You're going to limp at this table, then you pay the tax. 2-3 offsuit can be tricky. He's a player with a lot of experience. So he's in the big blind with, what, 5 of them? 4 of them? So, Jack 9 here, probably not going to attack. Looks like this guy is just going to limperoo. Seems like a good price to call, doesn't it? 1,500 to win probably 6 or 7,000. But what if he shoves? Tight player. Wouldn't shove without a hand. I'd have to fold. I'm gonna probably be punished for my mid-betray, but not at the moment. Need running cards to get something going here. So overall, I am thinking that this was a good play. Harley 98. Kind of, he and I pretty much flip-flopped our stacks. He had like 32 or 33 when we started, and I started paying attention to him. And now I have 35, which is a little less than double average. And not very healthy, but it gives me a chance to like do raises, like do a min raise. But I think like at this table, a min raise just wouldn't accomplish very much. Even though theoretically I stack up boards, but it doesn't really. You really have to be pretty solid. Yeah, let's see what the deal is here? Queen high. Oh, there's a king. Sevens. So he limps sevens, he limps, and then he limps sixes. It's good to know. So he doesn't limp everything. So I guess he does have, you know, there's some value hands in his limp range. I think here it's nice to just limp, and when this guy shoves, see a flop. Doesn't shove. Maybe he'll shove now. So when he min bets, I have 2 overs and a backdoor flush and straight. Not folding just yet. If he calls, then we might check it down because people will see the card. I mean, he's taking a stab. I mean, I could also try to raise here, but I prefer to make my move on the turn. So I think 2,500 is a good size raise here. I don't even make it. Yeah, 2,500 is good because the fives are there and it's gonna look scary. Like I called with a 5. Of course, if he hit his flush, he'll raise my ass. But it is a completed flush, so he might have called here with a single diamond. Now he's gonna be at 1,500. Should really just raise, but I want to see what he had, so I'm gonna pay. No, quads. Okay then. Very nice hand. Good thing that I'm not showing, so I'm like representing like I have a flush there or something. 7 deuce. I just lost some chips, so I might seem like I'm steaming, so people are more likely to call me down. Then there's the guy who is all in for 350. Yeah, I'll just fold. 215. I think the correct play here would have been to raise, of course, and just hold around to me. So, I mean, I already won a huge hand with 7 deuce of clubs actually once. Flop was 7 deuce of spades and the king, possibly of hearts. Yes, it was. It was a red king. And then, so I check raised all in against a guy who had a king X of spades, maybe like king 10 or something. And my 2 pair held. Oh, and there it is. 7 deuce would have been pretty golden here. But let's see. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a better deuce out there. Highly doubt it. Yeah, queen. Still a good fold. I mean, again, like I raise, I get called, and then what do? Continuation bet my deuce, my pair of deuces. And let's see, did the flop go check? Check. Yeah, so it would have been great. Would have been just fine. No, he's really holding on to his chips. And when there's no antes, it really does make sense to do that, I guess. I have cashed in these. I have cashed in these free rolls twice. One first and second. And what I found was, running it up like these guys are doing is not necessarily the strategy. It's really staying at this average stack. So that's kind of my strategy right now. And, that's kind of kind of the plan. And Skips is not only holding on to his chip stack, he's actually timing out. So he's waiting for more and more people to bust. Sneaky little guy. I mean, that to me, like when you're on the bubble and there's like 2 people or even 5 people that need to bust before you make it into the money after playing for like hours, I could see. But like with this stack, and I mean, with still exactly 100 players left until anybody cashes, I don't know. I guess he's got to do what he's got to do. Alright, checking here, of course. Pretty good flop. I'm going to start here with a bet. That small amount, like 2100. The hearts, like unconnected hearts would call me here, which is good for me. I could play it tricky and check, but I think I'll bet again, like 3200. And here on the end, I don't think he's gonna bluff here very often, so I'll bet 4200 for the stoners. Maybe you can hero call me with a good 10 jack. Yeah, not a hero call. Hey, ouch. Oh, too late to type that in because it was actually a move to another table. Wow. So maybe that was a good line, because if he I want to try to isolate here. I'm just arriving at the table. They have no idea what I'm doing. I think just call is fine. I have no idea what's going on at this table. Everybody wants to take the 1500 in chips. I don't blame them, man. A small blind folds. Pretty nice flop. Again, let's bet pretty small here. Like 2100 sounds like a very reasonable amount. Dry board. Check. Uh, 3200 leaves me with 10,000. I'm wrong. Jeez. Do you have an ace here? No straights? Better kings? God, I guess I can't fold. Oh God. Ah, you rivered me. So on this side, I mean, I should just remember this. This is gonna be a good note to self when I don't post this. When they raise you on the river like that, they've just hit gen. You know, it's just, yeah, just know this. I'm gonna have to do some work. I wonder if I raised if you would have called me with king 9 pre-flop. Yeah, maybe not. I think a second barrel would have taken care of it. Yeah, very likely. Very likely. When they raise you, oh yeah, you just hold, just hold, just hold, just hold. Sit there versus, oh, well, you need to pair to win this. Bot player. I'm all in with this hand. I mean, like, what else can we do? I mean, yeah, it could be tricky, and then call and then shove any flop. I mean, sometimes that's a better play, and that's what I'm gonna try here, actually. And if one of these guys raises, of course I'm calling off. Just have to shove here. Nothing else I can do. I would consider like folding on an ace high flop or something. Shit. It's half a pot. Alright. Wow, well, no. So maybe that was a good play. Let's see what they're messing around with. Well, kings are no good. Jacks are good. Interesting. They probably don't call pre-flop. You're right. You're right there. No, it's okay. Well, boys and girls, I'm just gonna have to get a hand in the big blind. Just how it's gonna have to work. I was running up pretty good. It was really the king 9 hand, or king 7 for me, that got me. Yeah. King in the big blind. Pretty good. Yeah, limp. I like my chances. There's no need to. I mean, like, I'm not gonna get more. Nobody to fold. Right on the flop, I can try to navigate this to victory. See if anybody has an ace. Apparently somebody has an ace or hearts or a 9. Alright, it's my turn to waste time. But I did make it into top 100. Dubious distinction. Here comes my flush draw. 3 high, but a flush draw nonetheless. Interesting right now. Probably go check here. Another 25, which is similar to check in these stacks. Tank. You might fold. No, kings, no flush, and no ace. Oh wow. Good on me for not shoving. Oh, that's great. Get in with a suited ace. Give it a little bit of time. Since people are still busting out, might make a difference later. I don't know. Min raise, should be calling. So I need a couple of those clubs, or an ace, or a 4. That would be nice too. No, 4 of clubs is good. Running out the 4 or an ace. 8, not an 8, an ace. Somehow I don't think ace high is good here. Oh my. Queen versus queen. Wow, you really overplayed that queen. Yeah, just like it. Well, I had trips. Yeah. Alright. I was 80th when I went out. This was a nice little half an hour episode, if it recorded. I'm gonna try to stream this live next time, just cause I'm doing it anyway, and it's the only thing you can do here in the great state of Washington for real money. For now, though, I welcome your comments for some of the donk plays that I made, or some of the great moves that I got through. Put them below, if you will. And for now, signing off, Seattle Pro, go Hawks, and we'll see you around.